Okay, now let us get into this evidence. And with this evidence, we will connect some dots to show you when you give the devil an inch, he's going to take a mile, right? Now, here in the UK, the population is united when it comes on to matters of immigration. Whether it is asylum seekers or illegal immigrants, they are all united. Now, some years ago, the British government put through a law, which is on the books now, that if people have their own private properties, they cannot rent it to anyone that is illegal. Quite naturally, the people, they all agree and they celebrate it. Now, the problem is this. When these people realize that they can dictate to you what you can and cannot do with your own private properties, then they're going to take it a bit further. And guess what? We are here, right? We are here. Because if they can tell you who you can and cannot rent your own private property to, then they can tell you you have to follow our climate agenda or we're going to put you in prison. We're going to give you a criminal record, right? You give the devil an inch, he'll take a mile. And the British people is going to understand sooner than later that the same knife that they used to stick the sheep is the same knife they're going to use to stick the goat, because they like to bring in all of these laws on the immigrant community first. Whether legal or illegal, they like to put the various restrictions in first and then they spread it out to you, right? Now listen to what these people are planning, right? Listen to this with your own property. UK homeowners face jail or a £15,000 fine in energy bill crackdown. The energy bill suggests potential 1 year imprisonment and £15,000 fines for homeowners not adhering to new energy performance regulation. Imagine that, your own home. I understand government properties, but your own private home, these people are looking to give you a criminal record for if you do not follow what they say. Again, I'm saying this. They tried it with you people, telling you, oh, they're illegals, they have no right in the country, so therefore you have your own properties, so we're going to put a law in that says you should not rent it to them. And you all agree. And that is how I know you people, you're going to hell in an handbasket and you're going to agree to your own enslavement. Let us continue. The energy bill currently under consideration includes a provision for imposing penalties on homeowners who do not comply with newly introduced energy performance regulation. These penalties encompass imprisonment of up to 1 year or fines amounting to £15,000. The proposal have generated debate from MPs. The government aims to reinforce efforts directed towards achieving net zero by granting authorities the ability to establish criminal offences and augment civil penalties. In the energy bill, it is stated energy performance regulation may provide for the creation of criminal offences for your own private properties, right? Give the devil an inch, he's going to take a mile. They tested this, telling you that you cannot rent your properties to whomever you please, right? And they use a section that you all will agree. Immigrants, the illegal ones, they're just them. We're after those, right? Right. So we can tell you what to do with your properties with regards to them. Now it's your turn, right? You see how they play that? You see how they play that? Now, I would like to know, who are they preparing this planet for? Why everyone is up with this net zero? Why is it so important to get net zero? Who are they preparing this planet for? What are they preparing it for? Why do we need to have net zero? People understand. Understand that when these people want to take away your rights, they have an agenda. Remember all of the so-called terror threat and bombings and all of that, and they bring in a whole bunch of laws regarding that. All of a sudden, there's no more war and terror, there's no more terror threat, there is nothing in that area of interest anymore. It's all about climate change and pandemics, right? You got to understand the moves on the chessboard. You got to. And if you live in the UK and you sit and allow them to tell you what to do with your own properties, telling you that if the person is illegal, they cannot come into your properties, you cannot rent them your properties, what did you expect them to do next? You see how it work? I'm telling you. I'm just kicking back and watching this play out. Because the same knife that stick the sheep is the same knife that will stick the goat. Right? They're coming for your freedoms now. After they try it out on the immigrant population, they're coming for you. We need to seek the face of the Most High. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.